from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring this one out. They'll corral him and get him down. The 17-yard line on the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Finds a little, could be an alley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. There he goes to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, That's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets him a second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hall. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on a toss play race.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Levin. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Flying down the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tiger. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll give it to Johnson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Running inside, it's Davidson. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Over the middle, complete to Wesco. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass. Stepping to the right. On the move, he fires. And they're not on the same page there.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's knocked out of bounds, and he still had a long way to go, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Making side adjustments here. Using his legs, it's Gage. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to ride this running back. Finding some room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. 180.
The run inside. It's Jones. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Lewis gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Jones. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Ready. 22. 22. Ready, go.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He wants to change this route. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Handoff, Caden Durham. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd down, here's Durham. LSU will get a first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it. It's Jones. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They go right back to him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. In the red area, it's Durham. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's complete. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to pass. Hauls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Corners are going to bail. Calls his own number. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 9 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
And it's USC coming away with the victory in one of the highest-scoring games we've seen all season.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Quarterback may change this route. Here's Lewis to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, here's Durham. Quick with the spin move. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Gage. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He might want another play. They feed him again. Shakes off the defender. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
Ready, go!
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Ready! Black 14. Black 14. Ready, go!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Go, go!
Throwing. Lewis. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. The offense changing the play. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
To the air on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gets it to the back, and they're able to get him on the ground.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. Reads it, fires complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish quarter number 3. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Snags it, and there's running room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Running inside, it's Jones. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to the ground with the running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. It's on target and complete. They're going to leave it in the hands of their offense on 4th down from their own territory, holding the lead.
Now, 4th down.
Fourth down, Lewis. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the two-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
To throw again. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. LSU quick to the line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the...
Here's a little room there. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Picks up the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. The run inside. It's Durham.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
To throw, it's Levitt. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A low line drive and not his best work. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tigers. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Got to give this team credit, guys, because good teams find ways to win games. I know they were their favorite coming into this one, but they get the touchdown when they need it. You got to convert the 2-point play to tie this thing up. There's still time left at the end of this game, but you feel like the momentum is now back on their side.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. A run for the quarterback. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Might be changing the route. Takes the handoff. It's Gage. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the left. Across the... Makes the grab in their space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? The give to Caden Durham. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. There's a crease. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has good. Awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Denson. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. They're working against the clock. He's out of bounds after a pickup of 12.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's taking a deep shot. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. He runs out of bounds. Football is secured, and so is the game as the defense comes up large in the clutch.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm ending this game right now.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.